Thanks, Esme. Hey there, wolves. It's me, your host, Logan Sizemore. Welcome back to another episode of The Gaming Corner. This week we have some news to cover, so without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So, I think everyone has heard of the coronavirus by now. It's the one that started from China and it has slowly been spreading across the globe. And some people have been worried that it's going to get worse. Will it? Well, I don't know, but what I do know is that because of the virus, production on consoles like the Nintendo Switch and Oculus Quest has been slowed down, so it might be a bit harder to get your hands on certain consoles in the next couple of months. Also, because of the virus, companies like PlayStation, Capcom, and Kojima Productions have announced that they didn't want to attend PAX East in Boston and fear that their employees will catch it while on travel to Boston. Originally, there was going to be a hands-on demo for one of the most anticipated PlayStation exclusives, The Last of Us Part 2, at PAX, but because PlayStation bailed out, the demo didn't get to be played by anyone. Hopefully, this coronavirus stuff stops soon and it doesn't keep spreading. I guess this is kind of like my PSA to you guys, so just, be careful out there, wash your hands, make sure to be clean, and just make sure not to get sick. It is starting to become some serious stuff. Next up, we have is that Square released the FF7 Remake demo onto the PlayStation Store, and you can play it right now for free. I've played the demo, and I could definitely recommend it to anyone who has a PS4. The demo is about an hour long for your first playthrough, and it takes you through the bombing mission. And for playing this demo alone, I can already tell you that the FF7 Remake is going to be something really special, and I can't wait to talk about it here on the show with all of you in the next month or so when it releases. And speaking of it releasing, the FF7 Remake will release exclusively on the PS4 April 10th. Next up, we have Xbox has came out to, and publicly announced the Xbox Series X specs on Twitter. I'm not going to be going over everything, but two things I want to point out is one, they said that the Series X will have 12 teraflops of power. So what's a teraflop? No clue. But to give you guys a rough estimate on its power, it'll be twice as powerful as the Xbox One X, which is the most powerful console in the world as of right now. The second thing is that it's going to be backwards compatible with every game from all the generations of Xbox, from the original to now. Now, even though that is all fine and dandy, the real question is, where was those PS5 specs? Where are you at, PlayStation? Now, I know that PlayStation has been mostly quiet about the PS5, and since Xbox came out with its specs, people have been thirsty for more details on the PS5. Some have even wondered if the console will even be able to make it to holiday of 2020 when the Xbox Series X is going to be released. Because usually they release they both release at the same time usually. So it'll be weird how just the Xbox will be releasing. Some people have even think that it may be pushed back to spring of 2021. So, though we still have to wait 9 months till December, so there is still tons of time for PlayStation to reveal what the PS5 looks like and its specs. So, PlayStation fans, hang in there. Hopefully, we get some news about it soon. Our final thing to cover today is that late last week, an announcement for The Last of Us is getting its own TV show, and it's going to be aired on HBO. The show is going to be set around what happens in the first Last of Us game. In it, you play the role of Joel, a smuggler tasked with escorting a teenage girl named Ellie across a post-apocalypse United States. They also said that the show will show us everything that happens in the game and also will show us things we haven't seen. So, it will keep things fresh and new for everyone who has or has not played the game. The show is being written by Neil Druckmann, one of the writers and creators of the game. Again, like what I said when I talked about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, this is a great time for gamers, because now we have these movies and TV show directors and producers now knowing how to make proper adaptations of these beloved games. And I can just tell you right now, I've played The Last of Us, and it's amazing. Like the story-wise, that is. Like, the way it's shot, the way it's edited, the character interactions, just stuff like that, it already feels like it's a movie, but like now that we're actually getting an official TV show, that just makes things even better. And I can already tell you, it's probably gonna be a really good one. We don't have a release date. They just announced that's happening. So, though I will probably say that this summer we'll probably get like a teaser for the show. We'll probably get something, but probably like around when The Last of Us Part 2 comes out in May, we'll probably get some news on it. I would say probably it'll come out in the fall, or it'll probably come out early next year. So, anyways, that's all for this episode of the Gaming Corner. If you want to send us a request or just want to chat with us, then please, you can send us an email at wolvesgamingcorner@gmail.com, or you can just DM us on our Twitter. Also, speaking of that, both the Twitter and YouTube account, Logan's Gaming Corner, is now up and live for everyone to go and check out. So this episode will be on the YouTube channel, and all past, present, and future episodes will be on there too. So if you just want to binge watch all the episodes, then now you can. Also, check out the channel, because some of the stories I talk about on here may get cut in the final version of the news. Like this episode, I talked about the Xbox Series X and PS5, but because of its length, I had to cut it out. But you can still watch it and every episode in full at the channel. One last thing too is that I'm gonna be making exclusives for the channel. I guess you could just like YouTube exclusives. I guess you can just call them. I already have a PT video in the works, and also I plan on making a GTA 4 and a BioShock video, and I plan on making a bunch of videos on different games and just talking about them or just going over certain aspects of them. Just stuff that I find interesting, and I think you guys will find interesting too. If you want me to cover a game, like how I would be covering them on the channel, then you can just, again, like, just send us a message, and I can see what I can do. But, yeah, and just check the channel every once in a while, and see if there's anything on there you may like. You might find something that you may not be, like, familiar with, and after you watch it, you might be like, wow, that's cool. Well, that looks cool. Uh, anyways, guys, that's all on the gaming side. I'm Logan Sizemore. Back to you, Esme.